Hello friends, welcome back. My name is PK. This is the demo video of PKs Utility Tool 3.0. In this version we have added a lot of features which can improve your productivity. Now I will explain you how you can install PKs Utility Tool 3.0 in your Excel. First, you can download this tool from our website. It is absolutely free of cost. Once you have downloaded it successfully, extract this because it will be a zip file. So use extract all, click on extract. You can right click on the file and go to the properties. So you have to unblock this because you have downloaded this from the internet. It can be blocked, so just check on this unblock, then apply and OK. Now let's copy this one and go to your Excel file, then go to the developer tab and click on Excel add-ins, or press Alt-O and then go to the add-in and select Excel add-ins here, which is already selected. Click on go. Then add-ins window will be popped up. Here if you have already checked this PKs Utility Tool 2.0, you can remove this one. Click on browse and paste your new tool here. We will use this tool now. Just select this, click on OK. Uncheck the PKs Utility Tool 2.0 if you are already using or any other version. So use only latest one. Click on OK. Now here you can see in the Excel ribbon we have PKs Utility Tool 3.0. I will explain you what are the new things which I have added from the previous two versions. If you haven't watched our previous video of PKs Utility Tool demo, then you can watch our previous videos also, because in this video I will explain only the new functionality which I have added. The first functionality we will discuss, you can add the prefix or suffix quickly in your data. For example, here we have name and gender. Now in the name I quickly want to add Mr. or any other text. So whatever you want to add, simply select that, then go to the selection, and in the last I have added add prefix. Just click there, put the text as a prefix which you want to add. Let's say here I am putting Mr. dot and space. You can take that text from a cell also using this reference, but here I am putting in text box. Click on OK. Here you can see quickly it has added the text. This was just an example. You can use this for the multiple purpose. In place of a free text, in place of a fixed text, you can use the serial number also. Let me give you one example here. Let's say I want to create the multiple folder with these names. In our previous version, we have already created this functionality. After selecting the name, you can quickly go to the selection and you can quickly create the folder, and you can select where you want to create. So let's say I want to create this here in this create folder. So I will paste that here. OK. Now if I will come to that folder, you can see it has created all the folder, but it is not sorted properly. If I will sort here ascending or descending, it will be sorted by name. I want my own sorting here, and what it will be I will tell you. I have here performance score. I want to sort this by performance score, ascending or descending. So let's say I'm saying the folder of this name should appear on the top. So what I can do here, I will select this range and I'll go to the selection and I'll add a serial number here. As I click, you can see it has added a serial number for all selected employees. Then I will select this. Again I'll go to the selection and I'll create the folder into this create folder. Click on OK. Now here you can see it is available in the sorted order as per my requirement. Okay. There can be several scenarios wherein you would like to add this serial number in your data. Now I'll tell you how you can quickly add the suffix. Like we have added here prefix, you can add the suffix also. Whatever you want to add here, you can simply select and go to the add suffix. Let's say I'm just putting here test. and here you can see it is added. It was just an example. There can be some other scenarios wherein you want to add this suffix or prefix. Okay, now I will tell you quickly. It will work while the data is filtered also. Let me show you. If I will select here, let's say few of them only, and I want to add the serial number here only, then I can simply add the serial number. If I will remove the filter, then you can see it is added only for the filter data, not for the hidden data. Okay. Now the next one I will explain you, Autofit. Let's say here we have this data wherein I am not able to read this properly. So to quickly autofit this, select your data, go to the selection and click on Autofit. Here it is quickly autofit. So it will autofit row and column both. Okay. Now the next one is the merge cell. As we know, the merge cell option is available already in Excel. But if I will select this range and I'll use the merge and center and I'll click on OK, then we will lose our data. If you want to do this without losing the data, you can simply select this, go to the PKs Utility Tool, then go to the Journal section, and here we have added these merge cells. Just click and you can see the cell is merged, but our data is as it is. Alright, we have merged the cells without losing the data. So wherever you want to use the merge without losing the data, you can use this feature. Now let's jump to the next feature, which is insert checkboxes. In many cases, we require the checkboxes. For example, if we are creating a to-do list or we are creating the quality checklist or in any other scenario wherein we use the form control checkbox. So if we will do it manually, let's say for status I want to add a checkbox, what I will do, I'll go to the insert in the developer tab and I will take this checkbox and I will drag that checkbox here. Then I will remove this text. Okay, and then I will put this here and I will right click, go to the format control and I will check with this one. To do the next one, although I can simply use the fill down, but the reference I have to change for all the checkboxes, you can see. So what we can do here, rather than doing this, we can use the PKs Utility Tool. So select the range wherein you want to insert the checkboxes. And now go to the PKs Utility Tool, Channel section and click on Insert Checkboxes. It will automatically insert the multiple checkboxes in your selected range. And it is connected with that particular cell. If you will open any one of that, you can see it is connected. So you don't need to do anything manually. You can quickly apply the conditional formatting now. Highlight check row. So let's say I'm selecting this one. Press Alt OD to open the conditional formatting rule manager. Go to the new rule and go to the use a formula to determine which cell to format. Let's just click here, and because the row number will be changed and the column will be fixed, so remove the $sign before the row number. Go to the format. Let's take the font color as green because we consider as done, and you can use the strike through also. Click on OK. Okay, apply. Now whatever task you will mark as a done, that conditional formatting will be applied here. You can see. The next one is the send WhatsApp. Let's say you want to send the WhatsApp for a particular person, but you don't want to save the number of that person in your contact list. So as we know, we can't send the WhatsApp to a person without saving the number into the contact list. So we have to use some trick here. Let's say we have this mobile number here. I want to send the WhatsApp to this person. So what I will do, I'll go to the PKs Utility Tool, Channel section, and here we have the Open Web WhatsApp. Now here you can enter the mobile number. Make sure you are using the country code also. Although you can select the mobile number from the reference using this one, or you can type here manually. Click on OK. As you click, it will open a new web browser window. of the web WhatsApp. For the first time, you need to log in into the web WhatsApp using that QR code from your mobile, and then it will open the chat window only for that particular mobile number. You can directly start chatting from here. You don't need to save that particular mobile number in your contact list. Alright, so it's quick way to do the WhatsApp chatting. Now I'll show you how quickly you can open the folder for the active file. So let's say you want to open where this file is saved. Just open that folder quickly. You can simply go to the general section and say open path of active file. Automatically it will open a folder wherein this file is saved. Now next one is the create name. Create name feature is already available in the previous version, but that was the static one. I will show you both static and the dynamic. Just select the range and we want to create the name, let's say from class 6 student till class 12. We have here the student's name. So you can go to the formulas and you can click on create from selection. And let's say we are saying the top row is the name and rest it will automatically take. So click on OK. Although it will create the quick name, this manual trick, but let's see. Just click on edit. It is taking some extra range of the blanks. So basically it is not taking the correct range. Let me show you this one also. So here you can see it is taking extra range. That means this manual way is not correct to do it. It is useful when you have the same number of students in all classes. Then only it is useful. Now we will show you one more thing which we have already done in PKs Utility Tool, that is static name. So you can go to the general section and from here you can create the static names. Earlier it was available here in the selection create name. This is the same feature. So create static names. Click and process is completed. Go to the formula name manager. Here we can see we have the names. Now it will take the correct range. You can see. So let's take any class, click, it is taking the correct range. Anyone? This one, it is taking the correct range. But this is static. For example, a drop down list of class 6. Press F3, take the class 6. Okay, so I'm getting the list till here. Okay, you can see. Till here only. If I will add, let's say PK here, then in this list the PK will not appear because this is the static name. Alright, now let me show you how you can make it dynamic. So let's go to the formulas and net manager and delete these names first. Now to make it dynamic we have to use the offset function. Let me show you how we can use it. Offset function, then we will take this reference, press F4, comma, 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 and then height we will use count A and we will take this range from here till the end. Close the bracket and hit the enter. So this is the dynamic range. Same formula we will use inside the name manager. So to create the name, I'll go to the name manager. Let's say create new name for the class 6 and I will use here offset function. Then I'll take this range, comma, 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 and I'll use a count A from here till the end. Close the bracket twice. Okay, so that is how we can create the dynamic range, and here you can see it is appearing as a dynamic. If I will add here PK, then you can see the PK is here. But to create a single name, it is taking time. If you have, let's say, 100 or 1000 names, it will take a lot of time. So how you can do it quickly? So let me delete this name first and select this range and go to the PKs Utility Tool General section and create dynamic names. Click, it's done. So let me quickly show you. If you will see, it is taking correct result and it has created the same offset function. Alright, so you don't need to do it manually. It is the same way which we were doing manually, but automatically on one click you have created multiple names. Alright friends, let's move on to the next feature, which is same size and format. Let's say if you are working on the multiple charts, designing, creating dashboard, and you are creating some cards, and if you have the different cards, finally you come to this design and you want to use this size and this design, and you want to quickly change the size for all other, and how you can do this. Select first step or chart, which is the final version. So let's say this is the final version, and I want to apply this size and the format on these other also. So select this one, then select the others. Okay. Now go to the PKs Utility Tool and Object Manager. Here in the Object Manager, we have added make same size and apply same formatting. So first let's click on make same size. Here you can see it is same size now. Then I can go and apply same formatting. It is the same formatting. And you can align this properly. So let's go to the Object Manager, align, let's say horizontal, and this is the spacing you want to keep. So let's say I'm saying 20, and it is aligned. Alright, so it is useful while you are working on the cards, on the charts. Let's say if you have these 4 and you want to quickly align this in the 2x2 matrix, you can go to the vertical or horizontal grid. So let's say vertical grid, and I want to keep the space 10 is okay, and I want to create 2 columns. Click on OK. Immediately it will create that. Okay. So it is quite useful, and you can improve your productivity while working on the designing or on the reporting or on the dashboard, and you can do this activity with the charts also. Now the last thing is you can manage your multiple pivots. For example, if you are using multiple pivots in the same Excel file and you want to manage it, let's say here we have this file wherein I have lot of pivot tables, and I want to manage it properly. I can simply go to the PKs Utility Tool and I can click on this Manage Pivot Table available in Worksheet Manager. Then this Pivot Table Manager windows will be appeared here. Here we can see we have 66 pivot tables in this file on the multiple pages, and it can be connected from the multiple sheets also. For example, for the weekly pivot, worksheet name is the week pivot table. I want to see this test pivot table. I can simply double click here, or I can select and say go to selected pivot table. As I click, that particular pivot table will appear here. Now I want to see the data of this pivot table. I can click on show data source. It will take you to the data sheet. You can rename this. The name is test as of now, and you can simply click and rename it as test 2, for example. It is renamed as test 2. We can see here in the pivot table design also, the name is test 2 now. We can quickly see the other pivot tables also. Just double click on any one and it will take you to that particular pivot table. You can click on the source to see the source. Alright, so from here you can manage your pivot table. You can use the filter from here also, like you want to see the pivot table on weekly pivot only, so it is showing 28 pivot table in weekly pivot table sheet, survey pivot sheet, we have here 10. You can search from here also. Let's say I want to search the pivot table with the name of test. I can type here test, automatically it will show me that relevant pivot table. So friends, that is how you can manage your pivot table if you have a lot of pivot tables there. Apart from that, you can refresh the pivot tables also. Let me quickly show you. So let's say I want to refresh the pivot table only for survey pivot, or I want to refresh only selected pivot. So you can select the pivot table from here, whatever you want to refresh, and just click on this refresh button. It will refresh only those relevant pivot tables. If you want to refresh all, then you can select all and click on refresh. Then it will refresh all the pivot tables. Alright friends, so friends, that's it in this version. You can comment me if you want some other feature in the upcoming versions. I will try to incorporate that, and tell me in the comments box which is most useful feature for you in this utility tool. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Friends, if you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe my channel to get the regular update of my videos. Thank you so much for watching.